Good morning. Welcome to another fun episode of Monday Morning Coffee with Josh. As you can see, I am in a new location with a little bit of a wind blowing. So this is my 52nd episode. It's been a year of me greeting you with my familiar Monday Morning with Josh intro, testing various coffees from around the globe in supermarket aisles, and it's been quite the adventure. Starting off with intros with a fictitious Josh, traveling around the world, different adventures through different dragons and bears and everywhere, learning about some fun fitness tips and tips on life, asking questions, discovering oneself. So learning, could you say a lot about a little maybe? Maybe. Well, today I don't have a new coffee, but I do have coffee. It's another cold brew, and I decided to freeze some ice cubes, coffee ice cubes, to add into it so it doesn't dilute the coffee as you keep it cool. So that's my fun tip for today. If you're traveling, take a little ice tray, fill it up with some cold coffee, and then let that baby freeze. Put about 4 to 5 coffee ice cubes into the mug, fill it up with nice cold coffee, and get yourself a delicious drink. So this week, I'll actually have a topic. So I wanted to talk about the idea of your problem's not always that you don't have the answer. A lot of times you have the answer, or you can easily find the answer through the invention of technology or that large case of Encyclopedia Britannicas that are probably sitting on your mother's or grandmother's shelves at this point. So not necessarily, that's not always the problem. Sometimes it's not having the right question. So what does that really mean? Well, there's a lot of things I personally know, but if you don't question me or ask me about it, or I don't think to ask myself about it, I don't actually remember that I knew that. I know that. So where this comes in handy, more focused in on your fitness life and journey, is that if you're not asking yourself, if you find yourself stalling and you're just like, well, I'm stalling because I'm not working hard enough, or because this and that, stop and ask yourself a question. Why might this be? What might I be doing wrong? And then find the answer to that question. So not just thinking you have the answer and this is the one tool I got to keep using. And sometimes that's the case. So in this case, maybe it's I got to exercise more and more, but nothing's changing. So if I just keep on thinking with that logic and using the same tool and answer to that, which is exercise, then I might never stop and think, say, hey, let's attack this with a different question. Is it the exercise that I'm doing? Is it some other aspect of my life that maybe I need to find the answer for or already do have? So that was something I read, and it made a lot of sense to me. As I work with a lot of interns, I encourage them to always ask me questions, because one of my weaknesses is not necessarily always seeing, unless it's blatant, what somebody needs. So through questions and asking them, what are you looking at? What are you seeing? I can then provide a better answer to them. And you can do that yourself, asking, what do I not know? Or what could I know better? Or what would I be doing? What if I'm doing this now from a year from now, what looks different? And if honestly the answer is nothing, or it's worse, then what needs to be changed? And then finding that answer to that question. That's all I got today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that's not too viscous. Like a lot of my answers are very viscous and soupy. Any questions and comments, please leave them down below. Please always check me out at josh@williamstrainingsystems.com. If you haven't, please sign up for my newsletter, where I'll send out any new information that I have for that week. And you'll also get my free quick start guide to lifting, which has a bunch of different exercises in it and just kind of goes through the basic steps to get you started on your fitness journey. Have a great day and have a great rest of your week. Bye.